What's up everybody? And yes, I've disappeared again, but now I'm back with topic 43, which is the importance of meditation. Now a bit of backstory into this topic is that last week during my 1 week off, I went on a 5-day solo trip to Lahinch and Galway in Ireland, and during that period, rather than planning a trip that's eventful like going place to place to place to place, I actually took it very easy and wandered around, well, in the middle of nowheres, and ended up finding myself meditating and taking some very nice scenery pictures, which, if I knew how to edit, I'll put in pictures, but if not, please bear with my lazy look. Now, I realized that sometimes when many people plan trips, they want to be eventful. I want to go to amusement parks, I want to go to this site, I want to see this ancient buildings whatsoever. Yes, nothing wrong because everybody has a definition of what a good trip actually is. But for me, I like my trips to be nice and easy where I like to go at my own pace, you know. You rest when you want to, you go when you want to. And basically when you go solo, you can just do whatever you want. And yes, it can get lonely, and I do feel lonely sometimes. But when you realize that when you're on your own, it gives you the opportunity to reflect on things and meditate, which brings to me to my definition in this video, where my definition of meditation is not about putting out a yoga mat and sitting in a yoga pose going, no, not that. Well, my meditation for this topic is about quieting yourself and basically letting your mind calm down and reflect if you can. Now you must understand one thing is that our life is very, very busy. No matter you're studying or you're working, you're basically your entire morning, almost every weekday, sometimes on Saturdays and weekends, you're basically active throughout the day. You have to deal with workloads, you have to deal with deadlines. I'm sure students, adults alike, we are dealing with lots of difficult people, lots of hectic deadlines, tons of load, regardless of assignment loads or workloads, we are loaded. So needless to say, our brain is always functioning regardless it's in figures, it's in theories, it's in practicals, or is it work related, or is it dealing with public relations. Our mind is fully running. And while people say this is so-called efficiency, we must evaluate again, what is so-called efficiency and how do I link meditation with efficiency? Now, efficiency is not just about doing many things in a short amount of time, but it's also about producing a good outcome. Just take OT, overtime for example. Now some people would say that doing lots of OT is a sign of being efficient. No, that's a different thing. Because some people do lots of OT, but the productivity is only that little bit better. So what better does it make? You put in that many hours of OT just to produce that little bit more result. Which brings me to my reasoning on why we should meditate. Now, often so, when our minds are so tired, we thought that we want to keep on going just to produce more results. But what we don't realize is that we are putting in so much effort with just that little outcome. Whereas when we meditate, we let our mind calm down, just like how our car engines need to calm down, need to cool down, not calm down. And just like how we need our sleep at night, our brains, although we can't link human brains to machines, but if there's one thing these two have in common is that they need rest. And if our brain is rested, imagine there's a difference between doing stuff with your brain at 20% battery life than your brain fully charged. Now, that is one about why I say that meditation is very important. And secondly, it gives you time to reflect. You can imagine after a hectic day of work, when you go, even if you say we have our evenings, we have our nights, and we have our sleep, but the thing is, do we actually reflect on stuff, or are we purely just resting? I guarantee after a long day, you are definitely just resting. So by meditating, literally, you'll give yourself a chance to reflect on stuff. I realize that sometimes I get to see a new perspective in stuff, or I get to realize things. It's not because I learned it off someone else. Of course, often so I do. But I realize that sometimes you learn something off of something you have done, or some mistakes you have made, or by some past activity that you've been involved in. It's because you actually reflect and you thought, hey, I could have thought of it this way. Maybe there is another perspective. Sometimes ideas come rather when you calm down and meditate, rather than you're sitting there with a pen twisting and your hair all frumbled. and still you don't have any ideas. But when you are literally in somewhere that's close to nature and you quiet down, and all of a sudden ideas keep on coming in, which is why you see the greatest artists, authors in history actually love to say that they gain that inspiration through something random like nature, or basically when they are not doing what they used to do. Whereas when they sit at a table, many people will say, I have no idea what to do. So, of course, I won't cover too many points because I would say that these two are the most significant things that we need to do. So, I believe. So I'm not saying that, you only when you go on a solo trip vacation where you can do a meditation. Sometimes take those weekends and maybe go to the park, read a book on a bench, or take some time to chill out at the beach or something. Sometimes the things that are closest to you, and sometimes simplicity is what aids meditation. Many people, and while many people like to say, I do yoga and I meditate. Oh, all credits to you because everybody has a way to meditate. But for me, sometimes you just gotta take things easy. And yes, we have to do things complicated, we have to be creative, we have to be innovative. But that is what we do as a day job or assignment. When we study, when we work, this is what we have to do. I'm not saying that meditation is running away from your reality, but rather it is like a half time in a football match. You're literally taking some time off, reflect, recharge, and start again. That is what I call meditation. And yes, simple topic, simple content, but I feel that sometimes it's one of those simple things that we often love to forget, which is why I would love to make a video on why I would say meditation is important. So thank you for bearing with me with these few minutes, and I hope this will be helpful to you. Not much new information, but I hope this serves as a good reminder to all people, all of you who have been busy, who have been frustrated with things. So once again, I remind you, meditate, quiet down, and take some time to reflect, because that is something that you get to do when you actually meditate, and it's something that you don't really get on a normal day's evening or night. So thank you for watching my video, and if you have any more opinions, you can leave a comment and I'll be more than happy to receive any criticism. And yes, I don't edit my videos because of time restrictions and my schedule, so please bear with me on that. And I will see you in my next topic. See ya.